Hey guys, and welcome to the Battle for Azeroth Mythic Dungeon video for Waycrest Manor. This diverges from the norm in the sense that this is a 5-boss dungeon. Usually most of the ones we've done have been 4 bosses, so this is a nice little change. So we'll jump right into it. The first one is the Heartsbane Triad, which is a bunch of witches, 3 of them. And the idea here as a tank is to only tank the active one. Because you can't really do with anything with the ones that are inactive. And occasionally someone will get mind control, just burst them down. And finally, the active one will also have a spell which can be interrupted, so just interrupt as many as you can. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward fight, so the big active sister, whoever's active, just attack her and hold threat on her. Next up is Soulbound Goliath, which is a giant tree man, and basically the idea here is that he gets a stacking buff, and to remove the buff you just walk him through the fire, but don't walk him through all the fires like we did, because this does a lot of AoE damage to the group. So just you can get him to about maybe 5 to 10 stacks, let's say, and once he hits that, just walk him through a fire to drop the stacks, and just kind of play by ear and see how much damage you can take as a tank. So really, as a tank, you're just managing whether you're taking the damage or the group is taking the damage. Next up is Rahl the Gluttonous. He's a giant pig man who's stuck in the corner. And the idea here is if you get hit by Tenderize, to use personal cooldowns on that, and to just avoid the rotten explosions. Occasionally he'll also call down waves of servants, and these will walk towards him. So it's not the slimes, but the actual walking zombie men, and the idea is to slow these down and beat them if you can, and while the DPS actually bursts them down. So you cannot actually tank them, but you should help out in any way you can. Next up is Lady and Lord Waycrest, and your job as the tank here is to save your defensives for high stacks of putrid vitality that the melee boss gets, and basically just keep moving out of the stuff on the ground. I imagine this will be much harder in higher mythic plus keys, but right now it's a pretty easy fight. Occasionally, like the caster, the Lady Waycrest will heal up Lord Waycrest, so don't worry about that. If that's happening, that's fine. That is part of the fight. The last boss here is Gorok Tull. He'll occasionally target someone with Deathland. You can intercept this by standing between them and the target. And the other mechanic here that you have to watch out for is Alchemical Fire. Alchemical Fire, I know I mispronounced that. Alchemical, yes. Anyway, there'll be stuff on the ground, little bottles, throw them at the ads after you kill them, otherwise the ads will just respawn. And avoid getting hit by the lightning by staying spread apart as much as you can. Anyway, that's pretty much the fight. I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below. Thank you, and bye!